What's up, guys? Shawn here. Hope you guys are having an awesome night. Um, I'm having a good night. Um, we've got a pretty cool. Oh gosh, little teaser. Oops. First of all, can you guys hear me? And second of all, can you guys see me? Um, I've got. Brent says my mic is really hot. Is my mic really hot? Check, check. One, two, three. Check, check. Let me turn it down a little bit. Does that help? Check, check. Yeah, let me know if is it feeding back? Like, is it peaking, Brent? Let me know. I've got in-ears in, so I can't really hear like what's really happening in life because I have a special guest tonight, and I don't want there to be some weird echo going on. So, also, I'm pulled back a little bit from the computer, so hopefully this is you get to see a little bit more of the Shawn. Um, and Yeah, so tonight's going to be a little bit different. We're back in StreamYards, so the most StreamYards will stream is 720p. So this stream is not going to look as good as last week's stream did because Streamlabs I can stream in 1080. But overall, everything should go smoothly because I've used this several times. I think it's a great user-friendly platform. And if you guys want to live stream using StreamYard yourself, there's a link down in the description. There's all kinds of links in the descriptions. It's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight. Is how to start a YouTube channel, how to make money on a YouTube channel quickly, even when you're not monetized by YouTube. Other ways that you can use YouTube to make money from other products. All of you have seen my videos with Amazon affiliate links, so we're going to talk about that. And I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel that want to do YouTube channels of their own, and so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. But my guest isn't here yet. He is a new father, so he's got daddy duties, probably cleaning up the baby's duties. So we are going to be patient and wait for our special guest to show up. But in the meantime, how are you guys doing? You guys had a good week? I've had a good week. I feel like I'm super shiny over here. Am I super shiny? Let's do this. That's a little bit better. I tried to change my lighting at the last minute because I realized that my shirt is the same color as my curtain. It's like the Shawn Ide Studios background color. And yeah, I'm just kind of like a talking head. So I lost my phone too. Oh, there's my phone. So I thought about changing up kind of what's behind me. I know you can see this shoulder because there's red. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I think we'll just leave it tonight. I've also been sweating. It has been really hot in Nashville, and hasn't been too hot outside today, but there's a lot of humidity in the air. It's just kind of muggy. So it just feels... Bassmaster says he spends about $400 a month on Google ads, and I went from 200 subs to 560 subs in a month. Almost to 1K. Nice. Yeah, I kind of always say if you have something you want to invest in, you're going to focus on it. So Bassmaster's focusing on buying Google ads to get visibility on YouTube. So that's good. So yeah. So we've got Nick in the house. We've got Brent in the house. And we got Bassmaster in the house. And there's 4 people here, but only 3 are talking to me. But that's okay. I kind of forgot how to use StreamYards a little bit because it's been a while. So I'm kind of getting everything set up. But you're in for a treat tonight. We are going to watch the very first YouTube video ever made. And I'm going to give you guys some pointers as to what I did wrong. I didn't really do anything wrong because I think every video on YouTube from a person is, kind of a timestamp of where they are. But we're going to kind of watch watch some old school Shawn and talk about kind of what I've learned. We're also going to watch a video that has been put in the vault. And the reason it's been put in the vault is because I really didn't like the comments I was getting on a video. Everybody was like, just kind of making fun of the video. At the time, the video was awesome because I had figured out how to do something. There were several other people doing similar, like the same type of video. And so I thought it was really cool. And then, that video got so much traction. I will show you the analytics of that video compared to any other video. Like my YouTube career, it has paid off. That one video has paid me 1/3 of all the money that I've made from YouTube from that one video. and I took it down for a reason because I wanted other videos to gain more traction. I noticed when I took that video off, um, I was still making the same amount of money. I was still um, getting the same amount of subscribers per month, and so it was one of those things that I was just really, really didn't want to answer any more questions about that video. So, um, but I am planning on doing another video similar to it, just to get that kind of traction. And then we might even have time to see my most watched video ever on my other channel. And it's a stupid video. It's really stupid. But if we have time, not sure when Joseph's going to come in. He might come in. Oh, I said his name. I shouldn't have said his name. Actually, you guys already saw his name. But my buddy Joseph's going to be in here. He'll probably show up around 7. But yeah. So getting things ready for the live stream. We're here. Let's see what we got here. Nunley's in the house. What's up? Nunley will be working and listening at the same time. It's always cool. My buddy Nacho has a video on his YouTube channel of him listening to Shawn Ide Studios while he was riding a motorcycle in traffic. So I think working and listening is a little bit safer than riding a motorcycle and watching Shawn Ide Studios, but it's all good. So yeah, I'm just teeing everything up. You guys feel free to talk to me about whatever you want to. Bassmaster says his halo light pooped out the other day and he spent $60 on it. Was your halo light, was it LED or was it halogen? Because halogens, you can just get another bulb for it. LED, and the LEDs are so cheap that, I mean, $60 light, that's pretty heavy duty. So Nick the Savage just hit 1K and going to the beach. Bassmaster asked if he's getting money now since he hit 1K. Nick's going to take his drone. So Nick, what drone are you flying at the beach? I'm going to tee up. Let's do some. Sorry if you guys heard that. I don't know if the audio shows up when I'm playing a video in the background or not. So I want to get through the videos. I'm going to mute that. I wonder if I get ad revenue if I show you a video, an ad on one of my videos from within my videos. Maybe not. So you're taking the Bebop 2. That's awesome. I love the Bebop 2. It might be it might be very windy at the beach, so just be cautious because that thing might blow into the ocean. But yeah, that's cool. I've had a lot of fun with my Bebop 2 and the Bebop and the AR drone and the Parrot Anafi. I really like Parrot drones. I'd really like to get a Disco, but we will see. So Nick the Savage worries about Wi-Fi since there's 400 condos. You know what you should do? You should get Flight Plan on your Bebop 2, and then you won't have to worry about your signal that much. You have to worry more about seeing your drone. Bassmaster says, when I don't use Google Ads, I don't get any views. Wonder why. I would say the key to getting views, it would be consistency, and meta tags, and like you know, your title, your description, and your tags is the most important part to get views. But you also need to get a momentum going. I'll show you tonight my analytics, and show you guys kind of how long it took me to get where I'm at. You know, my views, my views had to ramp up, and then the more views I got, the more subscribers I got, and then I started kind of cross-pollinating with my channels and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I did that kind of helped, but yeah. So I've got that. I'm going to do one more. And I'm sorry if it looks like I'm not engaged. I'm trying to get everything ready for you guys. Y'all are gonna laugh. Y'all are gonna straight up laugh. All right, so that's teed up. That's teed up. All right. Yeah, Bassmaster, I don't know exactly. There's no perfect solution to the YouTube algorithm. I just know consistency. Like, so does it benefit you to get the subscribers? Are they good subscribers that want to watch your content, or are they subscribers that you paid for to get there? I did a website one time, and I put a media player. I've been a web designer for probably 25 years now, and I used to be a Flash designer, and I would build animated websites using Flash, and I used this media player on this guy's website, and then I went to the forums about that media player and pointed it to the website. So I got all this web traffic from this forum, and you could look at the analytics of the website and see where your traffic came from, and they all came from that site. But I knew I thought it was helping. I thought all I need is views. That's all it takes. And I'm golden. But the views that I was getting were people that didn't care about the website. I think it was a roofing company website, and the developers that were using that media player didn't have anything to do with, what that didn't care about a roofing company. So it's just kind of funny. So you want, I've been building this channel slowly. I definitely could have done a lot of things to just ramp up and get tons of subscribers, but I didn't want to get subscribers that didn't want to watch my stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted valuable subscribers. I wanted subscribers that cared about what I was doing, that wanted to see me, that thought I was a nice guy. Those are the things that I focused on. It wasn't, just views and subscribers. The views and the subscribers will come. Just be consistent, put out good content, try to focus on what your users want to see, and you'll be fine. So eat more possum. Says no flying this evening here in Oklahoma. 42-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Just think what a 42-mile-per-hour wind gust would do to the little DJI Mavic Mini, or the Parrot Bebop too. 42 miles an hour wind gust would just push that right out of the sky. That's a good time. So yeah. So while we wait for Joseph to show up, I think we should show you guys this is the very first video ever. This is my very first YouTube video ever. It was published, and I'll watch it with you because this is a good time. All right, so I just want to show you the analytics on this so far. So this was put out April 14th, 2008. So this was 12 years ago. I had a lot more hair back then, as you can see. But I want to show you guys the views on this video. Okay? These are the views that I'm getting on this video, and this channel isn't even monetized yet. But I've got 3 million, like I'm pushing 4 million views on this one little video. And the reason I'm getting views on this video is because it says Incredible Hulk. And maybe morphing. But here it is. Are you guys excited? You guys as excited as I am? All right, Joseph's in the house, so I'm going to pull him up and we're going to watch this video together. What's up, Joseph?
What's up, yo? How's it going?
Good.
Good, man. Good.
So we've all been highly anticipating you showing up. So
hope I don't disappoint.
Oh, you won't. So we are going through. I did kind of an intro of kind of what we're talking about tonight, and I wanted to show the video that I did in April 14th, 2008, and this video has the most views that I've had of any video. 3,887,315 views.
Nice.
And it's amazing. Not really. So this is pre-MCU Incredible Hulk that I'm morphing into.
Nice.
And that's it. That's the video. It doesn't even have audio. But, oh, I don't want to do that. So the reason I showed that video is because, stop. Is because it had the Incredible Hulk in it,
mm-hmm.
and it was a keyword that everybody has searched. Like I've searched Incredible Hulk before. You know, a lot of other people do it. So
right.
So to intro, do you want to intro yourself, or do you want me to intro you?
I can do it. It's all good.
Okay.
So, hello everybody. This is will be my YouTube debut. I've never been on YouTube before. My name is Joseph Summers. I am a photographer in the Nashville area, primarily sports photographer. I do own my own business called JMS Sports. And I am looking to get into the YouTube world. I have a hobby that has to do with Legos. I like building them. It's just something that brings me joy. So I've never done this before and just wanted to jump out there, test the waters, and see if it's something that I can continue to advance, get into video to go along with my photography and do it with something that I love and, just want to give it a shot. So.
Cool. So, I read a lot of the advice that you got on Facebook. Do you have a specific plan that you want to do? I noticed there was some time lapse suggestions. There was like an unboxing. Do you have you given that much thought?
Some of what I'd be looking at doing would be set reviews, um, trying to do some things that are relevant. You know, like there's some new Star Wars sets that'll be coming out in August, so would be looking to kind of stay with what's relevant, but then also go back and do some like older sets maybe. Um, I mean, I've never seen a set from like 2003 or 2005, you know, with all the like original getting in like episode 4 of Star Wars, stuff like that. Um, so it's that's kind of what I would definitely be interested in doing.
Okay. So
I,
we've got a question from Nick the Savage.
do I do photos for Titans and Predators? Not not paid. Um, I've done some practices, a couple of practices with the at the Titans facility, but not for the Titans specifically. It was on my own time. I've done some Predator stuff when they have like the rookie camps and stuff at the Ford Ice Center or something like that, which is free to get into. Just trying to utilize, you know, some free time and something that doesn't cost me anything or except for my own time. So I mostly just kind of stick around freelance stuff for like a local paper or something for high school, and some college hockey. So
Okay, cool. So, in my opinion, I think the best YouTubers are the ones that remain themselves and the ones that utilize their talents and don't try to be something they're not.
right.
So, with you being a photographer, um, what what talents do you think that you have already going into YouTube? And then what are some challenges that you're going to work on?
Um, One of the big challenges for me would be like I've never edited a video before. I've never done any of those things. So I'm sure that there's going to be some challenges there. Some of the things that would probably benefit me from being a photographer would be, you know, settings of the camera, maybe having equipment that I'm already familiar with. I have a Canon 90D, so I know that I can shoot 4K with it. So, I mean,
Nice.
that's going to help, and just having some gear that's gonna get me there. So, I think that's so. Yeah, I think some of the challenges is going to be number one, being relevant on YouTube. Number two, actually, which should be number one, is get over my fear of doing this because it's a new adventure. It's something that I'm wanting to get into, and I'm definitely nervous, but
Yeah.
it's also exciting at the same time to get out there and share some of my talents, some of my views that some people aren't seeing, hopefully. So
Yeah. When you said being nervous, I think the some of the things that I had to overcome was, being a man in my 40s. I've had just
that's
about
me.
everything. Yeah, I've had just about everything thrown at me, and there's some things that I just want to talk back at, like when someone puts a silly comment on my video, and I just want to say, "You big dummy! Why'd you say that?" Like, I just made a video and it was cool to me. Like, why did
Right.
you have to trash it or whatever?
Why are you criticizing my masterpiece or, you
Yeah,
know, something that you spent your hard time and energy on, and somebody just comes in and just trashes it? Yeah,
yeah,
I think that will be a little bit of a challenge for me. Also, it is hard to take criticism for something that you have put out there, and you know that you feel like it's just good. So
yeah, yeah. I think like the biggest thing for me. So I have this catchphrase that I say to everybody that gives me kind of a rude comment. I just say thanks for watching, and I
yeah,
just kind of leave it at that. And then some of the other people that really want to engage, ask me proper questions. Um, I like to comment back and give them good feedback. But you know, on YouTube, there's like this. this view. Like if you get somebody to watch your video for a minute, then it counts as like a really nice analytic, and then YouTube will push your video out one more time. And so there's just this constant, if it's good enough that people are watching, they're going to want people to continue to watch it.
Yeah.
So I use a lot of the haters to, um, I engage in them in conversations with them just so that they'll come back and watch my video again.
Right.
Like, so that to come back and comment on my video, like to respond, they've got to come back and watch my video. And
Right. Right.
so it's like, thanks for the nickel, thanks for the dime.
Yeah.
Um, but
Thanks for that comment, Bassmaster Films. Appreciate it.
yeah. What's up, Steve? Welcome. So I had another question I was about to ask you. You said that you've never edited video before. Are
Mhm.
you on a Mac or a PC?
Mac. Yep.
So you got a MacBook?
I'm a Mac person through and through.
Okay.
I won't have nothing else.
Okay, cool.
Now, I
Do you
should
have
have.
iMovie?
I think it's on here, and I also should have added that I also have a history or a background in audio too. So,
Yeah.
like studio recording and live sound. So that will also help, I'm sure, in that realm of video editing too. So
Yeah. I will say, being a creative, and we've got kind of the same mindset of audio and visual. It's real easy to be a perfectionist because you spend a lot of time, on the soundboard, tweaking the sound, getting it just right, and you're going to want to do that with your videos, um, but I don't think you need to have perfection right off.
and that was one of the things that my wife Alice wanted me to ask you was, how do you deal with that particular thing? Do you just kind of let some things go, or are you like it has to be perfect before I roll it out?
Yeah, so I really focus on the goal of the video.
Okay.
So there are videos like this is in my studio, like this is in a room in my house, and I've spent a year getting this room to where it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So what I focus on is I go back and watch my videos, and if there's things that I don't like, I tweak it for the next video.
Okay.
And then there's other videos where I just want to go out and fly a drone and have fun. And I know it's super windy, and I know the audio is going to stink, but I'm just having a good time with my drone. And
That's
I've got
awesome. Yeah.
at least the 4K footage from the sky looks great.
Mm-hmm.
But the latest video that I did was with the DJI Mavic Air 2, and I had my phone in my hand recording audio. I had a camera with a powerful Rode shotgun mic with a dead cat on it, and I did everything that I thought I could besides putting a lav on me, and I didn't want to have a lav on me while I was flying my drone because I move my shirt all the time,
right?
And so it just kind of makes this rubby sound.
Mm-hmm.
And but you have to kind of just push those things aside and say, was your goal accomplished? Something that you could do with your reviews and your Lego sets, like you don't have to record sound while you're putting the set together.
Right.
You can put a nice audio track over that, and then I use like a little $50 Yeti mic is what I'm using right now, and it's this guy. Don't run everything. That guy.
Okay. Yep.
So it's just a simple mic, but it's USB, so it plugs right into my laptop. Well, my iMac here. But it's just a great little mic. And then for the most part, you're just going to be using your camera to record.
Sure.
And then take the card and put it in your laptop. So
right.
You really just need to focus on getting good audio into that mic and record it at the same time. Or things that I've done in the past is I've recorded it on my phone and then synced it up later.
Right. So another question I had, what do you do? Because I know that there can be maybe some gray area with audio tracks. Where do you go for your, like if you have some like some EDM or something over top of some
Sure.
over video. Where do you go to get that and it not cost you anything, or you take
Okay.
a copyright hit or whatever?
Yeah. So the first year of my channel, I used this YouTube channel called Non-Copyright Sounds, I believe it was, and it was basically, as you put their SoundCloud link, you put their Facebook link, you put all these things in the bottom of your description,
Okay.
then you could use that audio.
Okay.
But I got into some trouble with there was an artist that had a song on there um, that he decided he didn't want it to be on there anymore. So all of a sudden, like 3 of my videos got these copyright hits, and then I had to like there's videos on my channel that don't have any audio on them at all because I just told YouTube to take the audio off because I didn't want to do anything wrong.
Sure.
YouTube has a sound library
Okay.
that has fairly decent audio, but it's they're audio clips that once you hear them, you'll like. I never saw a Jeep Renegade until I had one, and then all of a sudden I see Jeep Renegades going down the street everywhere.
Right.
Right?
Right. Right.
It's the same way. Like you hear that audio clip, and then all of a sudden you hear it on TikTok, and you hear it on someone's Instagram, and it's like, oh, I don't like that song at all anymore because
Right.
it's overplayed.
Mm.
But what I do now is I spend, I think it's $150 a year for a sound library that doesn't have copyright issues at all. It's royalty free. It's called
Okay.
Epidemic Sounds. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't suggest you do that until you have a reason to.
Sure.
Like I have, um, like my first year, I made a little bit of money and I used that money to invest in the channel. Starting off, I would suggest doing everything on the cheap.
Yeah.
And something you could do is, I mean, you're not going to be monetized for a long time anyway, so the copyright thing kind of isn't a big deal. It's a copyright strike, but um, if you're not making money on the copyrighted song,
Right.
there's nothing wrong with it. So they just say, because what YouTube does is they take all of the ads that would have run on your channel and they
Mhm.
give it to the artist that owns that song.
Sure.
So like you putting their song on your video actually gives them money.
Money. Right.
So they're not going to
Okay.
like give you a cease and desist or anything. But like you've seen some of the church videos that I've put up. I've used my other YouTube channel to upload them to, and then we've put them on the church website,
Mhm.
and it's got some worship song on it, and then I get all these messages saying, you've got copy, you can't monetize this video, and I don't want to monetize that video anyway. So,
Right. Right.
Um,
Looks like Michael 360 asked, he's looking at a Canon M50 or a ZV-1. I'm not sure about. I don't know what the ZV-1 is, unfortunately. I am a Canon guy. I do know that the M50 is a great mirrorless camera. I've seen some of the YouTube videos that have used it for videoing their YouTube channel, and they look great, and the autofocus is actually really, really good. So I think that would be a good one, and it's not very expensive. I think it's like $650, $700. It's a good starting mirrorless camera, I think, for Canon.
Yep. This question actually brings up a good topic.
Mm-hmm.
The Canon M50 can shoot in 4K,
Mm-hmm.
but it can only shoot in 4K, I believe, for 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
I think that's the case. There was one caveat with the M50. Maybe it's the M50 has a big crop factor in 4K, and it doesn't have any. The dual pixel autofocus doesn't work on the M50 when you're in 4K.
Okay.
So, but if you are doing videos in 1080,
Yep.
then it's an amazing camera.
Mm-hmm.
Nacho Rolling has, he's one of our guests tonight. He has a M50. I actually talked him into getting one, and I have a video on my channel that compares it to, gosh, the Lumix G7, Panasonic Lumix G7. So,
Mhm.
um, so what are you going to film in? Are you going to film in 4K or film in 1080?
I'm not
Have
sure.
you thought it through?
I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought it through.
I will say the files are like 3 times as big using 4K.
Yeah.
So, like the first year of my YouTube channel, I got on a 4 terabyte hard drive.
Hmm.
So every year I would buy another hard drive and just
Oh wow.
dump all my videos on it. Um, and like your MacBook, it's going to need a lot of that space to actually render the video. Like your RAM's probably not going to cut it, so it's going to start eating into your hard drive for like. But anyway, those are all thoughts.
Right. And I've got a Western Digital 4 terabyte hard drive that I edit all my photos on. So hopefully that will be enough. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say if I'm really thinking in terms of, and from what I've looked at and heard as far as advertising is on your videos, and I know this probably won't matter starting out, but down the line, to get advertising in the middle of a video, you need it to be at least 10 minutes long, right? Before you can get an advertisement in the middle of your video or something like that. Is that
Um,
right?
yep, to get it in the middle,
Yeah.
but to put it on the front and the back, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
But that's another good topic. This live stream is just it's kind of moving itself.
That's good.
Um, the So I have a friend, Michael Esquire. He did a We did a couple videos together, and he talked about like it wasn't hard for him to get subscribers at all because
Mhm.
there were a lot of people in his community that really liked him and all that kind of stuff. But the problem was for him was getting view hours. And he
Okay.
said, and I didn't have that problem. I never had that problem because I just kind of ramble.
Mhm.
Like all of my videos are like 15, 20 minutes long.
Mhm.
And his videos were like these little 4 minute clips or little 5 minute clips. So I would encourage you to at least make a video that's more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it's real easy to do. Like,
Yeah.
um, a good 3, 4 minutes just talking about, opening up the box and talking about what's in it.
Sure. And what
Um,
what I what I've looked at from other people doing the videos of unboxing Legos or doing a Lego review, it really is showing the person what you're reviewing a product. So talking about the box, show them what's on the back, that kind of thing. Open the box up, show them bags, show them, like, let's say for instance, I haven't built it yet. I'm itching to get my hands on it, and I have my hands on it. I just haven't built it yet. The Saturn V Rocket is a highly sought after set now because it retired last year. I actually got one for Christmas, thanks to my mom and dad. But like you open up the book and there's a history in there of that talks about the rocket, and that showing someone the experience of how special a set like that specifically is. Or you have the Ultimate Collector series, the UCS sets of like the Millennium Falcon or the Imperial Star Destroyer. Like you open that set up, and you're getting your money's worth. It is a collector's thing. There's special boxes. It's just stuff like it just excites me. So yeah, just basically telling somebody what they get, basically what you're getting for your money.
yeah.
And it's pretty sweet. They're always using pieces that you wouldn't think of. For instance, the International Space Station that just came out not that long ago. The hatch where you would go in is the top of a Lego soda can.
Oh, cool.
It's just little stuff like that that you wouldn't pick up on unless you actually really looked at it and stuff like that. So Lego's always doing cool things with pieces you wouldn't expect. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think so kind of something you just said, um I think I haven't really gone through like how I put a description on a video.
mhm.
What I usually do when I'm reviewing a product is I will search for it on B&H Photo or BestBuy.com or something like that, and I'll get the item's description that was written by someone that's really good at writing descriptions
Mhm.
for the web. Um, so if you're opening a box that has Lego pieces from the Millennium Falcon, you want to use words like Star Wars, Millennium Falcon, Han Solo. If it comes with like a little Chewbacca piece or
Sure.
anything like that, you want to use um, like that Incredible Hulk video that I used. The only reason nobody's looking at that video for Shawn Ide. Nobody was
Sure.
looking for Shawn Ide in 2000, whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
But so if you do box sets from from historical movies, that's a great thing to put in your tags and your description,
Right.
um, because that's what people are going to be searching for.
Yeah.
So do you want to answer your wife's question here, or
Yeah. I mean, I guess I
respond?
have. I okay. Technically, I have been on YouTube before. My wife is a singer songwriter, also. That she has a YouTube channel that's Alice for God, um, and she does incredible, incredible worship music. And I play the cajon. We actually did an album 2014. Um, that was that was a really really fun experience that I got to actually play on. So yes, technically I have been on YouTube before. So
But not as himself.
no,
Well,
as
I guess you
me,
were
but
yourself,
yeah,
but
yeah,
um,
yeah. Looks like Nick the Savage said something about some of the Speed Champions. Those are some really cool sets. They're Lego's doing some really cool stuff with cars right now. So yeah, the one that I want to get my hands on is the car from the Fast and the Furious, the one that Dom drove, the Dodge souped up
yeah.
car. That thing looks amazing. So
Have you seen the one that's actually a remote control car?
mm-mm.
Um, I saw a commercial where, and I think that it might have something to do with Forza, like the video game, because they did a whole Lego expansion pack where the whole video game turns into kind of the Lego movie. But there is a remote control um, set that you build. You build a race car, but then you can
Mm-hmm.
go out and drive it with your phone.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another idea I thought for your channel would be once this virus is over and you can go into the Opry Mills, to the Lego store and
So
um,
that was definitely something else
taking
that I
trips.
would document, like going into the store, to buy sets that I'm going to be reviewing on my channel. So
Yeah, and I think that would be a great way to add valuable minutes to your video
yeah,
instead of well, I took it out of the box in 30 seconds and
sure,
then here's a time lapse. Like it gives you like as a collector, as a person that really, like, I saw your eyes light up when you were talking about the Millennium Falcon box. Like
yeah,
that's something that really really excites you and people want to
yeah,
see you know parts of your
yeah,
character. I think that would be good.
yeah. Yeah, Nacho Rolling. It is the Dodge Charger from the first movie. That he asked if it was the Dodge Charger. So
Nice. So, since you're kind of new to my channel,
mhm.
Joseph, Nacho is a guy that I met on Facebook. It's probably been years ago, and he's like a traveling nurse,
Okay,
like a traveling clinician. So he'll get on a motorcycle and he'll drive to some other state and stay But he does all these really cool kind of motorcycle vlogs. So he'll have the microphone set up in his helmet, and he'll have a little GoPro or 360 camera on the front of his motorcycle. And
Mhm.
so he's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, um, where are we at on time? How are you doing on time?
I'm good. I'm good at the moment.
Okay, cool. Um, so do you have any more questions for me, or do you want me to go into?
Um, I, I, I do. And
Okay.
I think I had asked the question before, whenever we kind of made sure things were checked where things were working. Trying to, what do you do to find that balance of work and your home life, along with doing, you know,
Okay.
something that you enjoy doing with the YouTube channel.
So so the question is kind of about um, I have a full time job and I do YouTube part time, whereas there's other YouTubers that this is kind of their full time gig.
Right.
Um, what it has to be like a healthy balance. Um, like my family comes first, and then my job comes first. It comes second, and then YouTube is kind of a third little hobby type thing. I try to be as consistent as possible, but it's one of those things where you're a new father, so
Yep.
so sleep and rest is probably something that you cherish,
Yes.
but once you're past that and your kid sleeps through the night, you can I would wait till like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night when everybody was kind of asleep or winding down, and that's kind of me time.
Sure.
And I would come in and do my videos.
Hmm.
But how I kind of run my life is I'll do back when I was working in the office, um, I would take my lunch break, go through the drive-through, scarf my lunch down, or get my lunch on the way back to the office. And then a lot of my videos are taken at this ballpark in Brentwood, Franklin area, Cool
Hmm.
Springs, and so I would take my lunch break, go over there, fly my drone for 20 minutes. There's been days when I've forgot to charge the batteries on my camera or my microphone was dead, and so I did the entire video, and I look like a mime because my microphone didn't work. So there's and I try to like get something out of that video. Like
Yeah.
I'll just change it into, well, here's some footage I got today. But I had this whole intro that I recorded for 15 minutes that didn't work.
Mm.
But so I told myself that I wasn't going to take any money from my day job to do my YouTube channel. So
Right.
so all the money from my day job goes to my family, and then at night it's kind of like mowing yards. Like I do freelance for a local company, a local ad agency here, um, and I get really good money from that because it's a contracting job,
Hmm.
but I don't get that many hours. So it'll be like I'll work 3 hours in a month, and then so whatever I make from that, I would go out and purchase something to show on the channel.
So,
I did for a while. I did $20 Tuesdays, where I would just spend $20 on Amazon. I'd review it and then put affiliate links down in my description, and um, and then that would be it.
so is that so? Whenever you do a product review, do
Yep.
you have some like? Is that right now you're spending all of your money on that, or do you have it now to where someone will send you a drone to review that kind of thing?
I wish.
You is.
Um, DJI, if you're listening,
Yeah.
no, the um, I still buy my own stuff.
Okay.
There are some people on Facebook that have reached out to me, and I'll review like a little tripod or something like that. There's there was a group, a Facebook group called DJI um, Testers Group or whatever, and so I would buy the product on Amazon, and then they would reimburse me through PayPal after I did an Amazon review. So,
Mm.
and I always told myself I wasn't going to lie about anything. I've been in marketing most of my life, and it seems like a big manipulative lie. Like
Mm.
most of the things that I've, been a part of. Like when I worked at MAPCO and we had to promote cigarettes, and I was like, why am I doing this with my life?
Mm.
But the I told myself I was never going to lie. So I'm pretty good at finding something good about anything. So I would focus on the good parts, and
Mm.
then I would say, you know, for for $15, this is a great tripod. There are definitely better tripods out there, but for $15, it's going to hold your camera up.
Right.
So, I'd be positive about it. So I would get basically a free product, and then I would be able to have a valuable video on my channel, and then I could get affiliate links, and as long as anybody clicks on those links, um, then I would get some kickbacks. So
Right. So how do you get signed up for affiliate links? I know you had mentioned something about that before.
yeah, um, so
And it looks like my wife said, "Do you promise he's going to sleep?" Are you talking about me sleeping, or the baby?
that's awesome. Nacho, I have a Finder, Fusion Finder, Fusion 360 Finder, I think is the name of my 360 or 3D printer. Sorry, I've been usually when I talk to somebody, I don't get to see what's in the chat. So this is the Amazon Associate program,
Okay.
and if you go to Amazon's page, there's a little thing down at the bottom that says become an associate or become an affiliate.
Okay.
And that's basically what this is. All you really do is you sign up for it.
Okay.
And it's one of those things that you don't have to qualify for it or anything. As long as you make them money, they're happy. Like,
And
and
you just post a link in the description, or is that something that pops up on your video, kind of thing?
no, it's let's see if I can pull that up. Let's see if I've got one here. So this is what an affiliate link is.
Got it.
So, and how affiliate links work is, if they click on this link and go to Amazon, whether they buy your product or not, if they buy anything on that trip to Amazon, you get a kickback.
Right. Okay.
So you could sell toilet paper or something crazy. I've actually had some really interesting. I had a what was it? It was like a leg hair comb that I sold, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't.
And a beard straightener, which is probably something I'd probably buy, but it was like, what was that on there?
Wow.
Or like I'll sell like, there's a grocery store on Amazon, so I'll sell like peanut butter or something.
Right.
And it's just these random things that show up. So
with that, how do you become monetized? What's the requirements for that? I think I overheard that a little bit before or you were talking about the algorithm or something, which is something else I also had a question about. But so how does all that work?
Are you talking about YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. So
sorry, not me to jump from one thing to the next, but yeah.
No, that's good. So how YouTube works is, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Actually, I'll show you a really cool thing. Where was it? All right. So I'm going to change my analytics here to lifetime.
Okay.
And this is revenue. And I'm showing everybody my numbers, and it's okay because I have not made it. I'm still in the hole. My drones cost more than everything I've made here. But I was monetized here for a short period when I started my YouTube channel. And then they changed the rules because um, Logan Paul put a dead person on his video. So it turned into this huge thing where they wanted to buckle down and make sure that legitimate people were putting stuff on YouTube. You couldn't just get, they didn't want ads to show up on videos that were inappropriate.
Sure.
So they locked down on their security stuff. And I had maybe about 800 subscribers here, and like, it took me a week to get 1,000 subscribers, but it took me about 4 months to get reapproved to get monetized.
Right.
But that's just because they turned everybody's monetization off, and they had this backlog of
Wow.
trying to get people back on YouTube or get monetized again.
Right. Right.
But the first week I was back on, I made like $13 in a day. So it was one of those things that, I was sad when my money was taken away at this point.
Right.
But when it hit, it was like I had a lot more momentum on my channel.
Sure.
There were a lot more people that wanted to watch what I was putting out. And so this, it worked out great. And then I'm not really sure what happened on this day. There's a day up here that's like, I don't know what happened. Like, there's some video I put out just did crazy good.
Yeah.
But down here, I've got make your car smart for under $30, which is all I did was teach somebody how to put a Amazon Echo in their car.
Oh wow. Okay.
And because the 2 was USB, and I had Wi-Fi on my phone, and so I just did all those things, and all of a sudden I had Alexa in my car. This video has made me over $1,000, just that one little video. And so I spent what, $29 on Amazon Echo when it was on sale, and then I probably spent maybe a half hour recording stuff, and then maybe an hour editing, and then that one video made me $1,000. But it's one of those things that just kind of, it's like putting nickels into the coin jar. Like,
Sure.
After a while, it builds up. But I took this video down off of my channel because, 2 years later, everybody was like, well, I've got this that does that. And, you can
Right.
do that with your phone. And it ended up being like, well, you couldn't when I made this video. Check
Right.
check the
Right.
date. But, so yeah. Yeah. And here's,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're good. I was trying to see if subscribers was on here, but it's not.
So I guess you have all this has to happen within a year's time to be monetized, though, right? Like 1,000 subscribers, so many view hours within a 12-month period, right?
The view hours is 12 months, but the subscribers can happen at any time.
Okay.
So that's why I would encourage you to have at least a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
Just because I think the view hours are harder to get.
Mm-hmm.
So, someone is engaged watching you open the set and then put the set together. Those types of videos, you don't want to do like, oh, today I just got some coffee, went to the Lego store, bought this, I made this custom guy, and
Right.
that's it. Like, and if that video is like 2 minutes long, it's going to take forever for that video to
Sure.
get any kind of views. And it's all about views, and it's all about minutes. So
Yeah.
if you can get people to watch your video for longer than a minute, then
Right.
it's good.
So how long does it usually take you from start to finish to put a video up on YouTube? Typically.
So this,
And I know that can kind of vary from one
Yeah.
video to the next.
I would say have there's one YouTuber, and I forget who said it, but they always say one for them, one for me. And so if you start finding out who your audience is and what they like to see,
Hmm.
you kind of make one video for them.
Hmm.
Like a lot of people really love to come to my channel and watch like drone footage, or there's another handful of people that like to see me compare cameras, and
Hmm.
so those are the videos that take forever for me to edit because I've got 4K footage from 3 cameras that I rode around for a half hour. So I've got like gigabytes of videos, and it ends up being and I have to sync them up and put them side by side, and those are the videos that take a long time.
Hmm.
But there's other videos that I have on my channel where it's a flight plan that I created a year ago, and I'll throw my Paradenofi in the backyard, and it'll fly itself on this path that I created a year ago, and I'm just doing the same flight over and over and over again. But one time I did it in the fall, one time I did it in the spring, and everything looks different.
Right.
And on my live streams, people ask for those videos. They're like, "Let's see how the construction's going in the backyard." And so I'll just throw my and those
Yeah.
videos literally take me, um, it takes me 5 minutes to fly, and then another 2 minutes to edit.
Okay.
So I would encourage you to have types of videos that don't take any time at all,
Right.
and then other types of videos that you want to spend your time on. So if you've got a video that takes you, in your spare time, a week to edit, um, if you if you wait that, if you only get like 2 videos out a month, then people aren't going to be engaged in your channel. So you've got to have. That's why this live stream has been so good for my channel. I
Hmm.
at least get one video out a week.
Okay.
Doing this live stream every week, I at least do that, and then there's been times when this virus hit, I didn't have. All of a sudden, I was in my office all the time, and I thought I would be able to crank out all these videos, but I have to. I didn't have to work when I was at the office that much.
Hmm.
I sat in meetings, but here, by myself, I have to continually show progress. So I work twice as hard from my house than I did when I was in the office. Um, but the yeah, so I would just encourage you to, and there's videos that I recorded, and it took me a month to get them out.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, I mean, I guess I guess there's a sweet spot for getting content out there. But with me starting out, I kind of had like in my mind 2 videos a month at the moment. But
sure.
so
And if they're really good, then
yeah.
that's all you need. You know,
So what was the hardest part for you to get started?
it was my perfectionism.
Yeah.
It was my I've spent my entire career um, doing the best I could.
Hmm.
I'm a designer. I will build it, I'll design it, and I'll sit on it for a week, and then I'll tweak it, and then I'll sleep on it, and then I'll tweak it again, and then I'll send it to the client.
Hmm.
Um, the biggest struggle for me was to fail on film. To be
Right.
honest, you know, I started looking at all these videos that were super polished and super um, crispy, and there's enough of those out. You
Hmm.
know, I really like watching the guy um, take apart his coffee maker and like see what he breaks and see what he does wrong, and then I've already learned from his mistakes that I
Right.
can do it. So I go out with an idea and say, well, I'm gonna attach this camera to the drone, and we're gonna put it up in the air, and hopefully we'll get it back down safely.
Hmm.
And sometimes it doesn't happen, and
Right.
so yeah, just getting past that and just doing it. Your first video is not going to be amazing. It's going to take a while to get your groove.
Hmm.
Just uh, best advice I could give is just do it.
So what's some tips that you have for making your video stand out? Like I've watched other YouTube videos and they talk about how they spend more time on the thumbnail than they do anything else in the video basically. Like is that super important to have like a great thumbnail? I mean, obviously you want to stand out, but does it have to be that great? I mean, so what's some tips that you would have to like for driving traffic to your videos.
Yeah. I would say thumbnails are important,
Mhm.
but thumbnails aren't important if nobody ever sees it.
Right.
So I would say the title and the description and the tags are more important than the thumbnail.
Okay.
But I mean, I have my other YouTube channel. So on my lunch break, I turned on YouTube and I saw that Destiny 2 Bungie was going live um, about the new game that's coming out in September. And so I saw these YouTubers pushing it live. So I was like, okay, I'll do that too. I got 2 viewers, and those 2 viewers are people that come to this channel and watch me fly drones. They weren't like gamers at all on my gaming channel. So that channel is kind of dead in the water, and I'm really trying to resurrect it. But so I mean, you really just need consistency, and you just need to be out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason you searched Shawn Ide, the reason you searched my name on Google and saw me there is because I've been yelling for 3 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's not because I'm awesome or everybody wants to come look at me. Mm-hmm. It's just like the more you put it, like I had a soccer coach that he said, you're not going to make a goal unless you shoot at the goal.
Right.
So he said, every time you get close, just shoot. Don't line up the shot, just shoot. And if we shoot 50 times, there's a good chance 3 of those are going to go in. Mm-hmm. So just go for it.
That's a good point. Eat more possum. He said that your thumbnails are consistent and themed with your colors, so they know it's you. They know it's you. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's another thing. Branding. I don't know. I know you take photos, but how are you on like designing? Or do you care?
I don't. I mean the text up, well, it's backwards looking at my computer, but the text on my head is just an ESPN text, and just with my name. So I wanted that to be simple, and I'm still in the process of trying to figure out. I haven't even thought about what to call my YouTube channel yet, so still trying to figure all that out.
I think you should call it Lego Joe.
And that's something else I'm curious about. If I can actually use the word Lego in the title of, if I would get in trouble for that. I don't know.
I don't know either.
So something, I saw my wife's comment about quick videos and quality stuff. What got me started down this track are these little guys right here. The Lego minifigure. You know, that you can, I got the little clone. You can take the helmet off and pose them and stuff. So one of the things that has always interested me about these things is the sets that they come into. So there's a lot of information out there about a Lego minifigure, from the part numbers to special helmets to special face prints. I mean, the prints on these are from the cartoon, The Clone Wars. And then you have the movie, you know, prints on the faces. So, and you talking about being consistent with content. I mean, I could make a 2-minute video talking about this guy, you know, and still that wouldn't take up too much time, I wouldn't think. So that's an idea. So
yeah, but when I said quick videos, I think you should make videos that don't take much time to make.
Right.
But I think you should definitely have. I think your videos should be more than 2 minutes long.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe it's comparing, you know, 3 of the guys or something.
Sure.
You know, getting close-ups on them or. But yeah. But I mean, it's your channel. You can do whatever you want to.
No.
That's why, like, whenever there's people that are like the people that tell me what I did wrong in my video, the first thing I do is I go back to their channel to see how much better they are than I am.
Right.
And I realize I'm doing good.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
Like this one guy was like, you are dreadful to listen to because you say all the time. And I was like, what? Why does that? Did you like the video? Did you? I mean,
Right.
like, was there any value in the video that I just did, or were you just hung up on the fact that I have to think when I talk?
Right.
Like, so
Some people are terrible.
yeah, you just have to brush it off.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I said that.
That's,
Why did I go there?
I don't know.
I have no idea why I went there. I think I had a point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just be you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the reason I said that is it's my channel, it has my name on it. I can do whatever I want to. I've spent my my whole career designing for other people
Mm-hmm.
and doing what they wanted.
Right.
Even though, like, there are some clients that I'll have that they trust me as the professional, but then there's other clients that just want to boss me around the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
With my channel, like, nobody gets to boss me around.
Right.
And it's my hobby. It's something that I choose to do on my spare time, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I have a great time doing it. I actually have a good time with the haters too. It's just kind of fun to just, I don't know. It's like politics. You just kind of want to say something that's going to get them all riled up.
Right. Right. Cool, man. I think I'm about done.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, this was a ton of fun. Like I was nervous jumping on here. I was like, man, I'm gonna be in YouTube. I've never, just it really was just a casual conversation, man. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and thanks for the comments. And I mean, I've been reading a lot of it over here, guys. You guys are awesome. So cool.
Yeah,
man.
most of the people that show up on my channel, I mean, we try to respect each other around here. We try to keep it a safe place, and I think it's because I'm not so polished that these are the type of people that kind of congregate here. Like, it's, we're all just trying to do whatever we can to have fun and have a good time. There's a lot of people on here that are people that kind of innovators, like Nacho. How Nacho and I met is we were just throwing ideas back and forth about microphones and mounts and cause, yeah. But anyway, you'll find your groove. You'll find people that get excited about Millennium Falcons as much as you do. And
okay, so one more question, and I feel like this is also bringing in the church aspect.
Okay.
What kind of community can YouTube be to help one another? You were talking about you and Nacho were throwing ideas back and forth. So what kind of community do you think YouTube can be to help one another instead of hurt one another? Because community is important to me. I mean, that's so.
I think it's all in how you present yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I present myself like, last week was, Blackout Tuesday. And so I was doing my live stream, and I know there's a lot of, there's a lot of political and, there's a lot of racist energy around that day. And I didn't want my channel to be one of those places that people just yell at each other.
Right.
I didn't want one of those people to, whether you love people of different races or not, so I just started out the live stream, and I was like, love your neighbor as yourself. We're not going to talk about politics on here. Everybody knows that I'm a Christian, but we don't spend a lot of time talking about religion around here because we all have different, religion and politics are those two things that will just light up a room.
Yep.
Whether you're good people or not.
Right.
So if you present yourself as a happy go loving guy, your husband, your father, there's good things about you. If you spread love instead of, saying, well, you know, haha, I got the Millennium Falcon, you don't,
Right.
you could present yourself as, you know, being this esteemed collector of Legos, or you could present yourself as, this is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
You know, let's put this thing together.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a double negative? Positive?
Sounds
Together.
good to me.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just I mean, yeah, I spent, you know, a good 25 years of my life in anxiety, and I wanted to spend the rest of my life, you know, just happy and bringing joy to other people. So that's why
That's
I do
awesome.
this.
That's awesome. Cool, man. All
Yeah.
right. Good conversation. So,
So what's the future? Are we going to see you in a couple months with this amazing subscriber following, and what's the plan?
I'm pretty close to ready to start, close to starting some practice runs
Okay.
with some sets that I already have, and just throw it out there and see what happens, and hopefully
That's,
be polished up for the 1st of August when those new Star Wars sets come out. So
oh
that's
yeah.
that's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah, definitely get started on something you already have.
Yeah.
That's another thing I did. I just looked around my kit bag and I was like, I'll just do a review on this camera.
I think my
So
wife would agree that I have plenty to start with. So
yeah, cool. Well, thank you so much for
yeah.
joining my live stream.
Thanks, Shawn. Thanks for asking me to come on. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
See you
See you,
guys.
man. All right, guys. So that was a very successful live stream. Thanks everybody for showing Joseph some love. We are going to call it a night. Things coming up on the channel. We still have the third video of my DJI Mavic Air 2 coming out. And then I got a really cool toy. I think I posted it on Facebook and Instagram, but you guys have seen my. Actually, I'll show it to you. I'm strapped in, so be careful. Oh, I got this guy. Check it out, guys. This is the Obsbot tail, which is the camera. This little guy. And then it's on top of the Obsbot turtle. So we're going to chase me around a parking lot with this guy on my electric bike. So look forward to that video. Woo, I almost dropped it. But yeah, so that's what's coming up on the channel. Hope you guys like this live stream tonight. I know I like to switch gears every once in a while. I don't want to just be the drone guy. I don't want to be the 360 guy. I want to be a channel that you guys can learn from. And I know a lot of you guys have your own little have your own YouTube channels, and you can learn from this. Some of the things we didn't get to tonight was I have an Amazon shop in the description, and it's full of gear that I use, full of just products that I've actually used and I actually would approve. So that's there, and yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, guys. I almost forgot how to do an outro. So I think I need to turn that off. All right. It's been a while since I've been here. And then I need to play this. So peace out, guys.